Yeah, that's a definition of a folktale. What about an example? Does anyone have an example? Like the Three Little Pigs, totally. Did your mom or dad ever tell you the story of the Three Little Pigs? Yeah. That's definitely a folktale. What's another folktale? Morgan.
I think it's called like the fox and the bird or something.
Okay.
Like my mom and dad never told there's a bird and it has a piece of cheese in its mouth. And the fox comes up to it and it wants to hear the bird sing, and then when it sings, it drops the cheese, and then the fox steals the cheese.
Okay, so what would the moral of that story be, do you think?
That everybody wants to steal your cheese.
Everyone wants to steal your cheese, okay. That's, alright, so this folktale I'm going to read is called The Rooster Who Went to His Uncle's Wedding. I wonder what kind of moral or lesson they're going to try and teach us. Alright. This is a Latin American folktale. Early one morning, when the sun had not yet appeared, the rooster of this story was busy shining his beak and combing up his feathers. It was the day of his uncle's wedding, and the rooster wanted to be on time. When everything looked perfect, he set down the road with a brisk and springy walk. With each step, the rooster nodded his head, thinking of all the wonderful things waited for him at the wedding banquet. What's a banquet? What is a wedding banquet? John?
Like a party for something special.
Okay, so a wedding party.
It's after the church part.
After, yeah, probably what banquets happen after like a ceremony or something.
And I dance and
Yep, dance and probably really good food too.
Yeah.
Before long, his stomach began to growl. I wish I'd eaten breakfast, he said. Then something caught his eye. There, next to the road, sat a single golden kernel of corn. Perfect, the rooster thought. But when he got closer, he could see the kernel was lying in a puddle of mud. If he ate it, he would get his beak all dirty. Oh, that rooster was hungry, though. But he couldn't go to his uncle's wedding with a dirty beak. What to do? Peck or not to peck, he wondered. The rooster stared at the kernel. Then, with one sharp peck, he gobbled it down and wound up with a beak full of mud. So the rooster looked around quickly for someone who could help him. First, he noticed the grass was growing on the side of the road. The rooster said to the grass, "Dear grass, velvety grass, won't you please clean my beak so that I can go to my uncle's wedding?" That's weird.
he could rub his beak on the grass.
He could rub his beak on the grass. But the grass answered, "No, I won't. Why should I?" The rooster looked around to see if there was anyone else who could help him. Just then, he saw a lamb grazing in the field. Maybe he could scare the grass into helping. So he asked the lamb, "Dear lamb, woolly lamb, please eat the grass that won't clean my beak so that I can go to my uncle's wedding." But the lamb answered, "No, I won't. Why should I?" The rooster strutted back and forth in dismay. What does dismay mean? Can you tell me? He strutted back and forth in dismay. I think yes, Morgan?
Well, this story reminds me of that hen when it was baking bread, but her friends wanted to help her. I forgot.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I forgot what. I think this means like disappointed.
Totally. I think you're definitely right. So he was walking back and forth disappointed. Why was he disappointed? Why was the rooster disappointed, Colin? No one would help him clean his beak. And he can't have a dirty beak to go to a wedding. Where was that? Oh, the rooster started back and forth in dismay. But then he saw a dog walking on the road. So he asked the dog, "Dear dog, fierce dog, please bite the lamb that won't eat the grass, that won't clean my beak, so I could go to my uncle's wedding." But the dog answered, "No, I won't. Why should I?" Well, this rooster was not one to give up. So we went over to a stick lying by the road, and he asked it, "Dear stick, hard stick, please hit the dog that won't bite the lamb, that won't eat the grass, that won't clean my beak, so that I can go to my own uncle's wedding." That's funny. But the stick answered, "No, I won't. Why should I?" The rooster was starting to worry. But he looked around for someone else to help, and he spotted a campfire the shepherds had lit. He got close to the fire and asked, "Dear fire, bright fire, please burn the stick that won't hit the dog, that won't bite the lamb, that won't eat the grass, that won't clean my beak so that I can go to my own uncle's wedding." But the fire answered, "No, I won't. Why should I?" The rooster ruffled his feathers and paced. Would anyone be able to help him in time? Then he noticed a brook crossing the street. He bent over and whispered as sincerely as he could. What does sincerely mean? What do you guys think sincerely means? Will?
As quiet as can be.
As sincerely as could be. Maybe. What is sincerely mean?
It's a nice way.
A nice way, a nice way, Priska?
You use it
Okay. So sincere, loving, so as kind as he could maybe. Dear water, clean water, please put out the fire that won't burn the stick, that won't hit the dog, that won't bite the lamb, that won't eat the grass, that won't clean my beak so that I can go to my own uncle's wedding. But the water answered, "No, I won't. Why should I?" Now the poor rooster couldn't think of anyone else to ask for help. He lifted his muddy beak up and crowed. But then he noticed the sun was beginning to appear among the clouds, and he said, "Dear sun, my good friend, please dry out the water that won't put out the fire, that won't burn the stick, that won't hit the dog, that won't bite the lamb, that won't eat the grass, and that won't clean my beak so I can go to my own uncle's wedding." And the sun answered, "Of course I will. Every morning you greet me with your bright song, my friend. I will gladly dry out the water." But then the water cried out, "No, please don't dry me out. I will put out the fire." The stick in turn cried, "No, please don't burn me. I will hit the dog." The dog cried out, "No, please don't hit me. I will bite the lamb." The lamb quickly cried out, "No, please don't bite me. I will eat the grass." But the grass cried out very loudly, "No, please don't eat me. I will clean the rooster's beak." And before you know it, the rooster's beak shone as bright as day. So the rooster said goodbye to everyone with a happy cock-a-doodle-doo and went on his way to his uncle's wedding. And he walked a brisk and springy walk to get there on time for the banquet. The end.